Action. This is my review on the ZhiYUN Crane version 2. It's the one that's heavy duty, holds a lot of weight. And here we go. Alright, just delivered from Amazon. It went down to from 500 and some to $449. I had $120 off at Chase Points, and I used $150 from my PayPal account. And it came in 2 boxes, an Amazon box, and then another cardboard box, and this little box was next to it. So this is, I'm assuming, the little tripod that goes on the bottom of the crane. Looks pretty rugged. Everybody's seen this, I think, by now. So we'll pass that. It's got a little adapter. The thicker portion is for the tripod. And I'm sure it goes right in there, just like that. And the legs fold out. They got a little snap there. So push the button in. See the buttons right there? Push it in. Okay, and the third leg had just a little crooked feet in there, so it folds up rather nice. And there's already a swivel end on the other end. I'm not sure how that usage comes to be. Let's open the box. It's got a sealed tape here from Amazon. Get that. Okay, open the top here. And wow, that's a really nice case. And a 1-year warranty. And there's the back of the box there. You probably don't need that. I'm not a fan of cases. I think what's going to happen, I'll probably leave it laying around the house just like it is set up. Let's open it up. And we got instructions. Looks like a CD case, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Now the guide says V11, but I'm not sure how we can tell that it's a V2 other than it's brand spanking new. Okay, here's the charger. Here's a couple of batteries. We'll rip those open right away. Put the batteries. Now the batteries are flat on both ends, so if you can see that. So I think what we're going to do, we're just going to identify positive and negative, put them in there, and positive and negative, okay? And we got a USB cord, so we'll hook that up to a USB charger. Let's see what we got there. Okay, curve on the top. Okay, we'll plug that in, and then of course we got the 2 things to hold the platform, I believe, on the camera. These 2 little screws. And this is for any lens extension. If you got a lens that comes out over your camera. And then of course, wow, this is packaged really well. And then of course there's the unit itself. Now we'll see if the batteries are charged and by miracle a camera, and we'll hook it up here in a second. I don't think you need the batteries to set it up, but we'll put the handle together without the batteries. Man, this thing is constructed well. Pretty incredible. So let's give a read to the instructions and see what they say how to set it up. Okay, they tell you do not turn this thing on until you've set everything up. Mount the camera in parallel with the mounting plate. Match the 1/4 inch threaded hole at the bottom of the camera with the empty slot of the mounting screw. So, if I do this, let's move this case out of here. And we'll screw this in there. Okay, we're going to set it up right here on the table. There's no batteries in here, so here's typically how you're going to have it set up. So they want you to set this up with no batteries or no battery power. So if I look at this drawing in here, it's turned so that this swivel motor is on the right and this one's in the middle. So what I'm going to do today though, I'm going to mount my Panasonic HCWX F991V with the viewfinder. Okay, as you can see, I have this large Manfrotto adapter, and of course I've got it backwards, but that's okay. That's the way it works on here. And what I've done is I've taken the stand. See how far the screw is right there for the stand, and you just screwed it in there. This got tightened right when this got positioned. So what I'm looking to do is bring this forward a little more so I can have more room with the battery. So if you look, there's the Manfrotto stand, and I think it's in this screw. So it's kind of trial and error, but it'll eventually, you'll get it. And then you take this, and the Manfrotto, or it's really not, but it's got a release button here. So as I slide this in, you have to push that release button, slide it across there. And now I've drawn a mark that's pretty close to where it was balanced when I balanced it out. So I'll just put it right up in there. Try that and tighten it up. And then we're going to see where the balance ends up. I got it balanced earlier pretty close. So that's pretty close right there. And I've had to balance it with the viewfinder, the view screen open. So as you notice here too, it's pretty close, but it suffices and it gets by. You know, it's made perfectly. So with that, you just kind of put it on the back here, and then here's the controls right here. So what I'm going to do is push the control button on, and it should line up. We'll start it here, and then we'll see, count to 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now it lines up automatically with the button in the back and the camera facing forward. And so this is the point where you can do the 3 different functions here. One of them is follow, and the other one is, I don't know what they're called, but I'll figure it out. And then another one is selfie. So if you put it around here, and well, apparently one is off. And it's pretty close. But I had also bought a couple of different things. I bought this one, which I never tried, because this long one worked first. And then I bought the short Manfrotto to see how it would work. So what I did was I balanced it just like it says in the instructions, and I pulled out the camera, the viewfinder, and now it's perfectly balanced. So that's how you want to start. Alright, as you can see, I pulled this viewfinder out, and it's perfectly balanced. I turned it on, and now you can pan with the joystick button left and right, and down and up. Now my only flaw is having all this extra stuff on here, which would be this lens guide and the microphone. Now the microphone, once you plug it in, it only records in stereo on this particular camera. So if I unhook it, it records in 5.1. So not much loss there, but as you can see, it's perfectly balanced, And this battery here is really pretty close, but it's just out of the way enough that it works perfectly well. If I had to, I could even put a smaller battery on there, but it appears to be working good with the extended battery. Okay, now I've taken everything off the camera, and now it's filming in 5.1 audio, and let's see what happens if I go to follow this down. You'd actually be going like this, and so it works pretty well to the point where you'd be covering that, but it would still, as you can see, it would still figure out how to do it. So that's pretty good. And then we'll bring this down, and you can still go pretty far up on there. Now this is version 2. This has the maximum weight that you can put on a camera, and I haven't weighed how much these two items weigh, but I think this camera was 1.9 pounds, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not sure how much the Manfrotto style plate was, but it seems to work really well, and I've tested it a few times on some on a holiday. I had the camera out, and the pictures are phenomenal. Everybody else has got sample videos. I don't think you need much to see what a great deal this is, you know, when you're moving it like this, and especially with a video camera. Although the other ones shoot video too, I get it, but I prefer this style of video camera. I've got a 256 gigabyte card in there, and it lasts a buku hours. I have found after using it for Christmas and New Year's for home videos, it's pretty heavy once you start getting your heavy camera on there, but it works well, and as soon as you get orientated and you figure out the thumb button, the joystick up and down and left and right, it's pretty easy to use, and your videos will come out great. Thanks for watching.